Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So tonight we're gonna do a Rush marathon.
Yes. And to ease our way back into Rush after all this time, thank you guys so much for your patience. And we wanted to give you something special.
Yes. So we're gonna do from the album. We have never really done anything on this album. We're gonna do By-Tor and the Snow Dog.
Yes.
And it's gonna go over into Fly By Night. So.
Yes. Exactly. I'm very excited about this because I've seen this cover definitely like while we're surfing around Spotify
on our
and
the thing.
Yes, on the blanket, but I've never heard any songs by this album unless Anthem sounds kind of familiar.
Anthem, I think,
maybe
and you're gonna laugh because I think Anthem was also on Inspirations by Ingrid Malmsteen. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
I know, it's
so
just so funny.
I think I know Anthem, but a cover version by Ingrid Malmsteen. So that's kind of funny that inspired him as well.
I love
There's like 10 songs on that album, but it's like Carry On Wayward Son, Anthem, Manic Depression, the one from Scorpions that we did, Sales of Sharon. So it's really a good record if you guys.
It sounds great. It's so funny though because it's cool that he's putting all the songs that from artists that inspired him. Yeah. So I'm really excited. By-Tor and the Snow Dog, and then Fly By Night. Usually with the marathons we kind of let them run like into each other. Yeah. So we'll see, but we will be pausing. Yes. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your patience. We've been on a discovery.
All the Rush fans, sorry for being on a Rush hiatus, but you see, we're coming back to it.
Yes, and we missed it. We would constantly say, I miss Rush. Yeah. So we're happy to be back.
There's a lot of bands we haven't covered, like Tool, we haven't done any.
In a while,
Alan Parsons, so we'll get back.
We're gonna go back.
Yes, Genesis, all that good stuff. But let's go and get into it.
All right.
Is the volume?
Let me do a quick check. All right. So that's working. Okay, here we go. So this is 1975 Fly By Night Rush. Here we go.
Tons of ladies live by flickering torchlight.
Right into it.
Prince By-Tor takes a cabin to the North Line. The sign of Elvis rising in the air. By-Tor, Nights of Darkness.
Wow. Okay, I have so much to say.
Yes, go.
Can I start?
Please do.
Okay, so first of all, I know this band, I know this album came out way before Iron Maiden was even conceived. Because Iron Maiden came out like in 78, 77. It reminds me of Iron Maiden, like when he's like at the beginning of the song, the fire, or whatever he says.
It's definitely a lot heavier.
It sounds very heavy. And then that whole like first part was like, it sounded very like punk, metal, like the
very
voice
loud.
very high.
Yes.
Da 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 da. And then oh my god, and then the solo, the whole like trippy, like kind of like whole lot of love, you know, section. Yeah, it was very, very cool. And then there's da 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 bam, ba da bam. I don't know. And then this whole like progressive like
and the guitar solo was like very cool. Like when the guitar came in, Alex.
Everything has been freaking amazing. It's almost like a section.
Yes.
And now they're gonna go into a different section. But the instrumentation for 1975.
Yeah, and it's very powerful, very loud,
Very
like you said,
loud.
very in your face, which is great. It's a
Making
very
a
powerful
statement.
comeback, I think, with the Rush. And
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of people in the comments wanted this song, and I think I know why. I think it's because it is like that, like, come on, you know?
Yeah. It's very progressive. I love it. Those the fills like
Oh yeah.
That sounded like a little bit. It reminded me a little bit of Led Zeppelin, also that dual guitar there.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, and I don't want to compare it to Led Zeppelin because they're so unique, but I guess it's the time, you know, when I guess Led Zeppelin 4 came out, this came out, I think a year later. So they were against a lot of great music that was coming out, so they had to come up with something very, very original.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is this, I mean,
of
this
course.
amazing. But
very cool.
How
I
did
love
you feel?
same in everything, and I love the drums obviously at the end, the you know, like the silences, the pauses, very good, very powerful. I think when artists do that, they just stop for like a few seconds, you know. That was really cool. I really loved it. I can't, like you said, it felt like a section. I can't wait to see what like the second half of the song is going, and I'm glad we're doing 2 from the album because I would also want to see how another song from this album would compare. So.
I think we should, and then there's da 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 da. It sounded to me of Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah, you said that.
It sounded literally like Rage Against the Machine.
That's crazy. I can definitely see. I mean, we've known this from other reactions that we've done, but how much Rush has inspired so many other bands.
Oh my god! Even
so
one of my favorite guitar players, Ron Jarzombek, who is like a metal mastermind. Please, if you guys haven't heard him, check out Ron Jarzombek and Spastic Inc. and Watchtower. If you like this music, it's more intense, but it's very much inspired by Rush. Both of them, the drummer and the guitar player. But great.
Very awesome.
Let's continue.
Thank you everyone who suggested this, and thank you for watching. Let's keep going.
I paused it at the perfect.
I know.
bass.
By-Tor in defeat retreats to hell. Snow Dog is victorious. The land of the overworld is saved again. Saved again.
They never disappoint, never.
And that second half when we got back from the pause.
Oh, amazing.
Why try? No why. This feeling inside me says it's time I was gone. Clear head, life ahead. It's time I was keen, now not just from above. Life by night away from here. Change my life again. Life by night, goodbye, my dear. My ship isn't coming, and I just can't pretend. Moonrise, thoughtful eyes, staring back at me from the window beside. No fright or hindsight, leaving behind an empty feeling inside. Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye, my dear. My ship isn't coming, and I just can't pretend. Wow. Fly by night away from here.
Okay, so I must be honest. I think I've heard this before. I think we heard it in Cinema Cinema
Straggiato. Okay.
Cinema
I'm
Paradiso.
like, what?
Yeah.
Why
No,
are we
Cinema
talking there?
Straggiato. It sounds very familiar. That
Yeah, I think that theme, I'm recognizing the theme too. Yeah.
Bam, bam, ba-da-da. I think it was amongst those songs. It's very short.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go back real quick.
Talk
That
about
breakdown and By-Tor and the Snow Dog with the volume swell.
Oh my God.
That was amazing. The chords he was using, I felt like in Game of Thrones. man.
Yeah.
Like,
I definitely
really cool.
got goosebumps in that part.
And then that solo was just Alex at his best, and then the whole outro, it was just amazing. And Fly By Night, I think, is very catchy. I'm
radio
not
friendly.
surprised it has so many views. It has like 29 million
Yeah.
views. So I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of views as well for this one. But I must say this By-Tor and the Snow Dog was amazing.
That was awesome. And even like after the whole like breakdown, or after the whole like slow part, it kind of got even
It picked
like a
up
little,
again.
Yeah, but it
picked up
got a
again.
little bit like jazzy, like at some parts, and then it picked up back to the heaviness. Very, very cool. I really enjoyed By-Tor. It really had like a good Rush song, several elements and several kind of like
very
pieces
progressive
to it. Yeah.
And now it makes so much more sense now because we started so heavily with Rush, and we had no idea about Yes and Genesis.
Yeah.
Now it makes the most sense, the progressiveness.
Yes, exactly. It is interesting to hear Rush after everything else that we've heard. Because I think someone in the comments said, it's been 2 months and you haven't listened to any Rush. I'm like, oh my God, it's been that long, Jesus.
Yeah. We've been pretty much like listening to
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan a lot.
And other stuff too.
Like personally, a lot Steely Dan. and yeah, a lot of students.
Yeah, which is
you
great.
guys are involved here.
But yeah, this is awesome.
This is amazing.
Like you said, this is very catchy, very
radio friendly.
Yeah.
It's a 3-minute song. It's boom, in and out.
But I like it. I
too.
really enjoy the energy. Both of these songs have this like a lot of energy to them. They're very loud, but not loud in a good way. You know, I feel a very good vibe coming from like this album already, just in the 2 songs that we've done. So let's keep going. There's just like a minute and a half left. But yeah, you're right. That By-Tor is like the gem.
Great stuff. Great
okay,
stuff.
here we go.
Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Start a new chapter, I find what I'm after. It's changing every
We
day.
have 3-minute song.
Changing the seasons and not with a reason to want to get away.
Totally up.
Quiet and pensive, my thoughts apprehensive. The hours drift away, leaving my homeland, flying alone, and my life begins today. Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend.
Yeah.
Yay!
I love it. I'm so happy
I like that.
that we didn't just do Fly By Night, because
Oh,
Fly By Night, I mean, I loved it, but it's just like, it's like the song of the album. It's like named. We could have like fallen into the trap of just doing Fly By Night, but we would have missed that experience of
oh my
By-Tor and the
gosh,
Snow Dog.
By-Tor was such a good comeback
Yes.
to Rush.
Yes,
I agree.
yes,
I would
yes,
have
yes.
felt like wanting
Because
more.
I was like, Fly By Night was very. I love that breakdown of
Yeah.
that da 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 da. And I love how he pronounces like Gary
Night.
every time he pronounces like a word. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like the way he just has this way of pronouncing certain words, and it's just him who can do that. you
Yeah,
know?
I agree. I love these guys. Honestly,
So good.
I've
I kind of
definitely
like.
missed
I'm kind of
them.
like. Yeah. I mean, work has been tough.
Yeah.
It's been very demanding. Like I think the most demanding I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, I
I guess it's I don't know if it's because of COVID or like just work is just crazy, and we're like just dead afterwards, and then so we can't really we do requests, so we did the Patreon, but just going back to Rush was really kind of like
refreshing.
yeah.
I agree, and I can't believe that By-Tor was 8 minutes and 37
I didn't
seconds.
feel- I
like
didn't- yeah.
I can't believe in total it was what 11 minutes. Like
I know.
I feel like, I mean, the video's been going for 23 minutes. I can't
Oh.
believe it's been that long that we've
Yeah.
been sitting here. I feel like we just said, okay, let's get
Yeah.
started. So that always happens with Rush. Time just rushes by.
Yes, it does. No, it does. I mean, I didn't feel, and then we haven't even been talking that long, I think. I mean, but I'm so happy we did this.
Yes.
I love doing
Yes,
marathons.
me too.
I think we should do it like, we should do like at least one marathon a week.
Yeah.
Because that way we just experience more
Yes.
of the album.
I
you know?
agree. I think it's a great
Maybe
way
Iron
to
Maiden marathon,
exactly.
Metallica.
It's a
or-
great way to kind of get a little dip. And even marathons could be 2 or 3 even, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a good way to say, okay, like I didn't just hear one song from an album, because sometimes one song is so different than the rest. Even two could be.
And this was the perfect example. Like By-Tor and Fly By Night were totally different styles. This was more like, the first one was more like a progressive, like, you know, epic.
Yes.
And the second one was more like a rave friendly, which was great.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
I agree. I really enjoyed this. Thank you. I wish I could do shout outs, but I didn't look it up before. But I noticed a lot of people mentioned this song in the comments. So if that was you, personal thank you for recommending By-Tor and the Snow Dog. Thank you to all of our Rush fans. We love you guys so much, and
we're gonna do more
hope
Rush.
that you're enjoying everything else that we're doing too, and just very awesome. These guys really know how to deliver, and
I mean, they were just starting. I think this is their second album, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Because I think the first one is the one that just
with
says
the pink,
Rush.
Yeah,
So.
that's crazy. Well, this was.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the second or the third, because it's already Neil.
Exactly.
The other
That's
guy,
what I was gonna say.
the other drummer, and I'm sorry that I don't know his name by memory, but he was not that like.
Yeah. You can tell Neil for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing this with us. Let us know kind of now that we've done By-Tor and the Snow Dog and Fly By Night, where else should we go from here? And we really appreciate all of you, and we hope to see you in the next video.
Thank
Bye,
you guys.
everyone.
Take care. Bye.